Hello children, good day to you all. Now we have to see verse number 9. Now in the previous audio we saw about Sukshma Rupam, right? Sorry. Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasiya Rama Lakhana Sita Manubasya. That was 8th one. Now we have to see the 9th one. Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jalava. It can be Jalava or Jarava. Both the words are correct. In some books it is Jarava, in some other books it is Jalava. Both the words are correct. Now Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava. Now Tulsidas in this verse says, Hanuman takes various forms. According to the task he has to do, he takes various forms. Like suddenly he becomes a small figure, he becomes a very tiny form he takes and becomes a little monkey, and suddenly he grows and takes a big form. So he can do anything like that. He has that kind of power in him. So here he says Sukshma Rupa means very little, tiny form, which is not visible properly. Such a tiny form, that is called Sukshma Rupa. So Hanuman suddenly changed himself to a tiny figure, took a tiny form. Why? Why did he take that form? Means he went to Ashokavana, where Sita was kept captive. I mean, Sita was there in Ravana's garden. She was sitting there surrounded by some Asura women. They were all guarding her. They were not allowing her to get out of that place. So she was imprisoned there almost. So she was there in the Ashoka garden. Ashokavanam means Ashoka garden. So Hanuman went, he wanted to go to Sita and talk to her and tell her that I have come from Rama, Rama sent me here, so don't worry, we will be coming here to take you back. Rama will very soon come to see you. All these things he had to tell Sita. Now he wanted to go and stand in front of Sita and talk all these things, tell her. But if he goes and stands in front of her, like in the same form, she will be frightened. He didn't want to scare her like that, because Sita might not have seen a walking or talking monkey until then. She never saw a walking monkey or talking monkey. So if he goes in that form and just starts talking to her, she'll be scared. And she will think that this is also another Maya Jal of Ravana. He has sent someone to cheat me, trick me out, something like that. So he thought, let me go slowly in a very tiny form, not to scare her, and then I will gradually talk to her. So he was Ati Chatura, he was very smart, right? He thought about all these consequences, what will happen if I go and frighten her like that, I shouldn't do that, all those things he thought. He planned everything and he took that tiny form, Sukshma Rupa. And why did he take that Rupa? Siyahi Dikhava, to show himself to Siya. Siya means Sita. To show himself to Sita Devi, he took that Sukshma Rupa. Sukshma Rupa Siyahi Dikhava. He wanted to go in front of Sita Devi, stand before her. So to present himself in front of Sita Devi, he took a tiny form. He went like a little, very small monkey. That's all. No one would be frightened to see such a small monkey. So he stood there in Sukshma Rupa. Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava. He went like that. Then slowly, now when anyone sees a small little kid like small monkey, no one will be afraid of, frightened by that, and Sita would also be just smiled at it, and maybe she would also start playing with it. Then Hanuman can slowly talk to her. That was his plan. So he took that tiny form, Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikava. Then after that, okay, all that happened. Really, Sita was not frightened. She talked to Hanuman, started talking. She too stopped, and then they both had some conversation. Everything was over. So Sita now understood that Rama has sent this monkey and all. Over. After that, a little later, he changed his form. He took Vikata Rupa. He took Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jalava. Now, why did he take Vikata Rupa? Vikata Rupa means big size. He suddenly transformed himself to a huge monkey. Vikata Rupa Dhari. Dhari means took the form. He took the form of a big monkey. Why? Why did he take that? To Lanka Jarava means to burn Lanka. Now, after talking to Sita, these Asura ladies and all, they saw some monkeys has come into the garden talking to Sita, and then it's destroying all the garden. All these things, they went and complained everything to Ravana. Then Ravana told his assistants to bring the monkey to the palace and show him to in the darbar. So they took him there, and after going there, he met Ravana, and everything was there. He tried to warn Ravana, said, "Don't go for war and all. Now, if you start a war like that, you will be ruined." He went as Rama Duta, right? We saw that already in one Chaupai. So he spoke for Rama, he spoke, but Ravana did not listen to any of his advice and all. So what Ravana did is, now we should humiliate this monkey, punish this monkey. So what shall we do? So the people in the darbar, they all advised him, and what they did is, they put fire to his tail, Hanuman's tail. He told his men to burn Hanuman's tail. So his men brought a long cloth, soaked it in oil and rolled it over his tail and put fire to it and sent him away. They did not kill him, but a sort of humiliation, treated him, ill-treat him and sent him away. So with fire on his tail, Hanuman went out of the palace. And when he went after going out of the palace, he did not keep quiet. Now, because Ravana has put fire to his tail, he thought, now I would punish Ravana. So what he did is, he jumped over the rooftops of all buildings in the city. He sat on each and every rooftop and he burnt the buildings. So the fire from his tail, every building caught fire from his tail. That way he burnt all the buildings in Lanka. The entire city was in fire now. He put all the buildings, Lanka was in fire, burning. That was a punishment to Ravana. He did this. So to do this, he took Vikata Rupa, means huge size. A little monkey can't do all this. So he took a big, huge size, Vikata Rupa, Dhari, Lanka Jarava. He burnt entire Lanka. That is the verse, Chaupai here, the line, second line in the Chaupai. That is, Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare, Ramachandra ke Kaja Samvare. Sorry. Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava, Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava. That shows these two things. So as a tiny monkey, he stood before Sita, and then as a huge monkey, he burnt Lanka. Now, the next one also we'll see. 10th one. Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare, Ramachandra ke Kaja Samvare. Now, in the next verse, what Tulsidas says is, after this tiny figure and huge figure, he takes another figure now. He changes himself to Bhima Rupa. What is Bhima Rupa means? This is also a huge form, very big form, and also ferocious form, full of anger. He is so angry now. Ferocious form. with a big sound also. As a lion roars, he kept roaring, and ferocious form with full of anger, and like a lion he kept roaring. That is the form of Bhima. Bhima Rupa Dhari. Why did he take this form? To kill Asuras, Asura Samhare. Ravana sent Asuras to attack him. So there were so many demons coming and attacking him. So whenever they came, he stood like a big figure, roared at them, showed all his anger, and threw things at them and attacked. Now Hanuman never used any weapon. What he did is, whatever was close to him, a tree, he would pull out the tree and throw it on the Asura, or he would take a big rock and throw it on the Asuras. Even if they come in groups, he would take a big mountain, lift a big mountain and throw it on them. Or he would lift one Asura and throw it on the other Asura. So like that, he used anything that comes handy. That's all. He never used any weapon. That way he was killing Asuras. So for that he took this Bhima Rupa, that big ferocious figure. That way he transformed himself and he killed Asuras. Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare. Then why did he do all these things? Taking Sukshma Rupa, taking Vikata Rupa, taking Bhima Rupa. Why all these killings and then burning Lanka and all? Why did he do this? Ramachandra ke Kaja Samvare. He did all this to complete Rama's work. He came on Rama's work, right? Rama Karyam. Rama sent him as an envoy, as a messenger, or no, to find Sita. So he came to see Sita, he found her, and then instead of going back and telling Rama that yes, I saw Sita, she's there, she's all right, but she's very sad. Only that much he could say. But he wanted to say more, give more information. And he wanted to see the enemy first, Ravana. What kind of a king is he, and how strong is he? Now, when they have to come and fight him, they should know how strong the enemy is. So he wanted to see all that. So he met Ravana, and now he will be giving more information to Rama about the enemy. So that was Ramachandra ke Kaja. Ramachandra ke Kaja means Ramachandra's work, Rama's work. What task he had given to Hanuman, that would be complete. Only then that the work task would be complete. So he did all these things, taking various forms and meeting Sita and killing the Asuras and burning Lanka. All these he did only to complete Rama's task, the task given to him by Rama. That is Ramachandra ke Kaja Samvare, means completed. So he did this. And he thought, now Rama didn't tell Hanuman to go burn Lanka and destroy everything and come. He didn't say that. But Hanuman did this because he thought Ravana has committed a crime. Kidnapping someone else's wife is not a good deed, noble deed. So he did a crime, so he should be punished. He will not punish any innocent people. He will punish only when someone does such bad deed or cruel deed or something sinful act. So he wanted to punish Ravana. Now if noble people and good people who don't do any such sinful act, he would be with them. Sumati ke Sangi, he would be a friend to good people, but he would be a ferocious person to bad people. That's what he shows here. So if we do only good deeds, he will be with us. He would be our friend, companion. He would not torture or destroy or kill good people. he would only attack such criminals or sinners he would attack. That's what children should understand in this verse. And now we will stop with this and we will go for the next one in the next audio. Sri Hanuman.